Hello everyone. Today we will see the Uttarashada Nakshatra in the Nakshatra series. So Uttarashada, the sun, is the Lord for that. So Uttarashada is pronounced as Uttara-Ashadha. So that's how you pronounce it. And Nakshatra, Uttara-Ashadha Nakshatra. So it comes. If you notice it, it comes between Sagittarius here. Okay, it comes between Sagittarius here, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. So it's one pada falls here and the three pada falls here. So it has got both the combination of Saturn as well as Jupiter's combination is there. This Uttarashada is very challenging nakshatra. It is like if you try to give it a challenge, probably you will never win this particular nakshatra. The reason being is it will never allow anybody to win it. Okay, so it's invincible in that sense. Okay, so it starts from Sagittarius 2640 degrees and goes to 10 degrees for it. So when it is 26 and 40, it is you have to see it as a matured nakshatra. From 10 for the third and the from the second, third, and fourth, you have to see it as kid, middle age, kid, adolescence, and middle age kind of a character. So these three you have to see something like that. And the deity for this is Vishwaguru. Vishwaguru means it is the Vishwadevas. So Vishwadeva is like deity for the universe. It is made out of a combination of devas, including asuras. Okay, so that's how these devas are made. The planet that represents this particular nakshatra is Sun, and the color is copper. And the characteristics of this particular thing is more of human nature. And the animal that is attached to this is male mongoose. There are different animals. This particular thing that are highlighted here and in bold. This nakshatra, when you talk about, will have mongoose. When it has mongoose, that means it is a single mongoose. Male mongoose is what is that. Okay, that is what is indicated here. And when we talk about Vishwadeva, these are the 10 forms of it, which forms the Vishwadeva. That Vasu, Satya, Kartu, Daksha, Kala, Kama, Dhriti, okay, Kuru, Punarvas, and Madhyavas, Madhuravas. So these are the 10 things which put together form this deity for this particular nakshatra. So this that means it has got a lot of character to it. The 10 characters together. So these are being sun as this thing as the Lord. So they will have that egos. Okay, they'll have their egos. They'll be brilliant. They will knowledgeable. These are all standard. Okay, these are all standard in that particular nakshatra. And the negative, we'll see the negative as well as the positive. I will see the negative first. The negative of these nakshatras is like they are like because it is sun, like you go and praise them, they will flatter out and they will be happy and they will do whatever you want to do. Okay. They expect a lot of things. Okay. Uh, they want attention and all those things is what they will have. Just like any other ministers or kings or they need to be respected. All those things is expectation. Family happiness. So when family happiness comes, they may experience lack of happiness from the children's side. Okay. So even health issues, they're prone to stomach problems, limb issues, poor eyesight, bone issues also. Okay. Arrogance and impatience is part of them, and they can be, or they always want to be in control. That is their problem. Highly competitive, they will even won't care about the relationship when it comes to winning a competition. Okay, it's something like ministers if they are fighting for the poll, MLAs or whatever it is. even though the other person would have been his friend or family member. But when it comes to competition in winning, they won't leave any stone unturned. Okay, they will do everything to win that competition. So that's the kind of character, and they always want others' approval. So that's the low esteem. And then they'll ask me, "Am I doing correct? I'm doing correct. No, should I do it?" All these things they'll ask. So that's the low esteem part of it. Suddenly they will be so nice, and you show him humility will be so good that no unwanted place all they will show that thing. So this is another bad character. Uh, so another problem that they will face is they will keep on solving others' problems, and they will get into trouble. Relationship, since they can't hurt others, they'll keep on getting into that. They'll be into that relationship, even though it is not a very good relationship. Okay, maybe wife is troubling them, and they will be living there uh, without any. They can come out, but they won't come out. They will try to ensure that the relationship stays like. Okay, let's look at the positive part of it. Okay, when you look at the positive part of it, they're born leaders. Okay, so it's like they live, and it's nice to follow them. It is like they are like ships. No, ships are very safe in the harbor, but they are not meant to be in the harbor. They are meant to be in the sea. So something like that. So they won't be in the safe zone. They will go out and do a lot of things and face travel, good, build a lot of challenges and things like that. Very hardworking and motivated. So that's their character. That is because if you look at it, the Mars that is there gets exalted in second pada of this particular nakshatra. So they are like that. Okay, very friendly, and they can make friends with almost with everybody, and excellent in handling money and investing it. So good taste for luxury items. So they'll have that thing. So humanity, when you talk about, they have deep concern for the humanity, and humanity does not mean that it is only for humans. They even for animals, plants, all they will show concerns. And achievement and commitment to duty is top notch. Okay, and time they will value a lot. Very brilliant in terms of knowledge, talent also. So you talk about some of them. I'm taking minister example because it suits them. Okay, so some of the ministers, when you go and talk to them, probably you talk about as diverse as nucleus and as diverse as slum, they'll be able to articulate and talk. That's the talent. That's the multi-talented one. Okay, they will have knowledge about it to a very good extent. When you talk about history, they will say that. When you talk about technology, they will be able to talk. So that's the kind of talent is what we are talking about. So we saw the positive and the negative and the positive part of it, and then this is the when you have too much of negatives or this thing, you can go to this temple called Brahmapureeswarar. This temple is indication of the problem that this nakshatra goes off. The Brahma, when he went over his head, that he is a creator and he is better than Shiva and Vishnu all. Nobody can touch him because he became the creator. So Shiva wanted to teach him a lesson and cut off his fifth face. He had five heads. So fifth face he was cut off, and he stripped him off of all his creativity energy that he had. Then Brahma realized his limitation and who is more powerful than him. Then he started praying to Shiva. He said, "I'm sorry." Okay, and then he visited this Tirupattur area. Okay, this is where this temple Brahmapureeswarar is there. So in this temple, what they do is he went and Shiva told him to you pray with 12 Shivalingas there. Okay, so he made 12 Shivalingas in this particular place, prayed them, and that's how Shiva gave him the what you call rights. Then he said, "Okay, you take." He gave fifth head he gave him, and he restored his creativity power, and so he got. So when so this is for this particular nakshatra, because in previous life they might have done all such things using the power, the on the head weight that they had, they would have done. So that's why we're born, right? We do something in the past. That's why we're born. So what you do is you go to this temple and pray to the goddess there, and get the relief from this particular problem that you are facing. Could be your children's, could be your education, could be something that you have lost, your family you would have lost, okay, jobs you might have lost. So this nakshatra people going there will help. Kids, you don't have kids, no, these things they'll try to recover that just like Brahma recovered. So when you go to this temple, you have to, depending on what dasa you are running, between 6 to 20 ghee lamps you have to light, and the ghee lamps you have to ensure that it glows at least for half an hour to 1 hour. So it has to be big, and the ghee has to be real good ghee, not one of those daldas and vanaspatis that the temple, near the temple, they sell. So you should actually take, there are 12 Shavalingas, so you should take 12 items that you like and offer it to the god in this particular temple. And you have to go, you like, that means what, you are talking with your soul and giving it, not just going, I said 12, so you giving 12 banana. You should give 12 different items that you like. Okay, it should be you should not just buy because you're buying it for, as if you're buying it for yourself, you should buy and go and give. So depending on what minimum 6 people you should feed with water. Okay, you should feed with water. And if you see your what you call chart, if you have bone problems, if you have skin problems, or things like that, then you should find leprosy people and donate this food and whatever you can do to them. And or you have to find a leprosy institute and go then do some service to them or give some money to them to support them. So this is what you should do. Okay, so these are certain things, and food when you serve, you can either serve it on the day when you visit the temple, or even before you start for this pilgrimage, you can serve it and then go, or after coming back also you can serve it. The question, the only thing that matters is you have to serve with your hand. If you can cook at home and serve, nothing like it. If you can't, then buy it and at least serve by your hand to this. Okay, so serving by hand, and when you go to this temple, there's something called a Talavraksham. Talavraksham is is a tree that is there in the temple. So you should go there, at least spend some decent 1.5 hours time there in the temple, and then you should come back. So this will give you a lot of relief from the negativeness of this particular nakshatra. Okay, so these are the 12 lingams that have been done by the Brahma there, and he prayed. So if you can go there and pray, then it will give you relief. Okay. So relationship, when you talk about, if Venus happens to be placed in this nakshatra and these people are like extremely passionate, committed, okay, and they have a lot of emotional connection, okay, they will put a lot of effort to make the relationship work. Time with family, and they are very quality time is what they want to spend with their near and dear ones. So that is how it is. While when I'm saying near and dear, they want to spend quality time, but trust is always an issue with them. They won't trust anybody. It's just like king, right? King cannot trust anybody, okay, because they might poison the food. No, they might not even suspect. They will keep on suspecting their own spouses, uncles, mamas. And they will never trust anybody because the danger is so high. So at any point of time, somebody can kill you. So what you do is you look at this. So this will be there. So they will be questioning everything. So the trust does not come to them easily because of the experiences that they might have gone through in the in their life. So they don't trust anybody. Okay, so trust issue is always there. Then when you talk about medical thing, leprosy is one of the things. That is why I said we can give it to this. Leprosy is one of the indicators of this Uttarashada Nakshatra. Does not mean that everybody is going to have. But if it's badly infected, leprosy is one. Indigestion they will normally will have. This is with most of the sun planets you will have this. Blood clots in heart, arthritis, infection in lungs, okay, and eye trouble. Sure, eye troubles is more common in this particular thing. Eyesights are generally not so good. Vernal disease is also there. And these people, if you look at it, three pathas of it is there in the Saturn's Capricorn. So they will always, because Saturn is Saturn and Sun they won't go together. Sun indicates bone. Okay, so the bone will not be so strong. So when the bone is not so strong, what happens is weakness sets in. So you will find if you go and test your vitamin D when Uttara-Ashadha, when say Uttara-Ashadha Nakshatra, you will find that vitamin D will be less. So you have to go and take it. You will have body pains, joint pains, no? Arthritis will show up. So when you go and test out vitamin D, it will be very low. So you have to boost the vitamin D. So you'll have to consult the doctor and take the appropriate medicine to bring the vitamin D to a certain level. So this is about the medical issues that can come along with this nakshatra. When you talk about the first pada, okay, though it's invisible, and this is Sagittarius is in Sagittarius is the Navamsha. The D9 will fall on this particular this thing in the first pada. So it's in the same house. So it is governed by Jupiter, right? Sagittarius is governed by Jupiter. So knowledge and understanding of the world will be the top priority. They travel a lot and they broaden the scopes. Okay, the law abiding. They will change the law to how it is practically applicable. Very they learned because Sun, Guru both are learned planets, so they will be very learned. They will be they'll give a lot of respect for gods, okay, pious people. Those things are religiously well versed. These people will be, and they are compassionate towards animals. Okay, they will be very gracious host. So when if somebody invites you for a party, who is nakshatra first pada especially, please go. You'll enjoy the best food that hospitality you can get. So you can pick up things like this, and then you can help yourself. Supposing if you think that Ragu is present in this particular nakshatra, then you will find that this person will outwardly you can see him doing a lot of. You will see him as a big majestic person and all those things. So if you get some opportunity, you might end up seeing him washing vessels at the home. So at home, that's how they will be treated. And outside, he might have all the best images that he might have. This is when Ragu is there in this particular nakshatra, you can find this. Okay, you might have. It's like two COVID times when all the business heads were doing the same at home. Okay, so this is how this thing will. Ragu can do this to this nakshatra. Okay. When it comes to the second, it goes into Capricorn, and these people they have this. This is where this Mars gets exalted. So a lot of energy, and because Mars is exalted, they have now steel here. So very hard. They will resolve anything because they will have so much of energy here. They can go to any length to achieve their whatever their goals are. They're very loyal to their jobs, spouses. Okay, I'm saying spouses because son is like that. He is normally will have more than one wife. Okay, yeah, they can also start small jobs. Okay, they are good in deceiving others, and they might grab properties. So this goes with some of the newses that we hear from the ministers. We also can see this in family, where this Uttara-Ashadha Nakshatra people will grab the other siblings' property. It can happen. This, especially in Nakshatra Pada 2, it is very high because Mars is also getting exalted. Mars is land, and so they have this liking for this land. Okay, when it comes to third Pada, it falls on the Aquarius. D9 will fall on Aquarius. So it's controlled by Saturn. So this is also more or less they will go by their goals and ambitions. They work hard. Leadership is there, and one flattery word, and they are down working for you. So they'll suddenly you actually by telling flattery word, they will be almost like labor kind of you for you. The more you appreciate, the more laborly they will become to you. The second pada, they are very candid, friendly to almost all the people. Culture, loyal to their spouse. These are all common in this thing, and they're good in capturing others' properties. Also, they are also in the third pada. Also is there. When it comes to fourth pada, Pisces it falls in. It's a water body, huge body. So knowledge is there and very calm and humble. So you see when you see from the beach side, that is where you see the waves all. But inside the sea, when you go out, you normally don't see that. It is almost like very calm when you fly, and when you see happen to see, you get a vision of the sea. It is normally calm and a very small undulation of waves you can see. And humble. They look nice. They look friendly. Okay, and but they very when they speak, they are assertive. When I talk about a word called assertive, it means they're not. They don't have head weight on. They will just say, okay, what they mean. Okay, they say no means no, yes means yes. That's how they are. So they are assertive in nature. They lead a very spiritual life. Okay, and they try to pursue whatever they dreamt of. Okay, so they donate a lot. Okay, and intellectual spiritual capability, whatever you give to them, they will try to assign them. They will finish it off and come out. So they are polite, very friendly in nature, to a very great extent, very cool in nature. Fourth pada. Okay, so for general remedies also there. So general remedies you have to pray to Ganesha. Ganesha Stotha is what you have to read. It helps you. Murugan also if you can pray because it gets exalted there. Kartika, you can pray there. Mantra is Om Bham, so you can recite that 108 times. So meditate to the sun and stay in the sun for some time daily. This is basically to increase your vitamin D. So you have to get exposed. You can't have full dress, and you have to expose to get the vitamin D converted. Vitamin D basically needs cholesterol. So you have to eat ghee. You have to eat ghee and also immediately it won't work. Ghee has to get digested. After that, if you go and sun the sun, the cholesterol will get converted to vitamin D, which will in turn will support your bone structure. So you should read the epics almost daily, at least one page every day. Okay, so then that will help. It does not matter which religion you are. If you're Hindu, you know Mahabharata, you have Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, those epics of Upanishad, something that you can read, or you have Puranas, you can read something on everyday basis. If you're a Muslim, probably you can read your Quran or some other document that are there. If you're a Christian, you have Bibles and others, so you can read that. It helps you that if you're born in this nakshatra. So when you go to this temple, if you are born in Dhanusha Rasi, you should go and give sweets in the temple. Ganapati temple, you have to go and give sweets. If you're born in Makar Rashi, because it crosses there, then you should give black till to Shani Devata. Okay, you have to give that. And you should donate greens to beggars. Okay, leprosy institute you can go, which I've already said. You can do that. Color normally they prefer to wear is white, light blue, orange, yellow color is what they prefer. Where donate, it will be good for you. Other remedies will be you can throw coconut in running water after revolving it anti-clockwise above your head. Feeding birds also helps you. Making offering to the food, okay, to the fire. You have to give something to the fire. And if you want to start something, eat some sweet and start it. It will then drink water and then start working on that. It will be a success. That's how it will bring in success. When you're doing this coconut running water thing, you have to see what your problem is. If it is related to loan other things, you have to revolve it 66 times. If it is related to kids, this thing you have to 5 times. So if it's related to job, you have to anti-clockwise 10 times. So depending on what your major problem is, you have to do that and then throw it. If you don't have, if you don't know really what it is, just do it for 3 times or 9 or 21 times and then throw it into the running water. So this is you should not, and you should throw the full coconut, not the peeled one. Okay, so that is important. You should do that. So these are some remedies that are associated with it. So I think that's it from the Purvashada Nakshatra. But I said in the initial thing that mongoose is one animal that is associated. This is the only animal which is not in pair. There's no male and female. There's only a male mongoose in this whole chart, and that is assigned to Uttarashada. Does that mean that you will not get married? It does not mean that. You'll be more choosy in getting married. Okay, and they're generally dirty and they'll smell. And the mongoose will be like that, and they can go and kill snakes. That's especially king cobra. Also, it can go and kill, and that's the capability of mongoose, and that capability you can see in them. And that means that's how powerful they are. So they'll make the snake so tired that snake would prefer to die than to fight it. So they'll become so tired and they will die, and mongoose will kill it in one shot. And the same characters you will find from these people. They'll make the opponents so tired, and then at one slap they'll give them, and that's the end of that person. Same thing when you talk about the same mongoose, when it looks at ragu, mongoose is ragu. So when you look at the other ragu like pig or water hog or something like that in the village, in the forest, and they go and help them out, even though they are dirty. Water hogs, pigs are dirty, so they have a lot of what you call fleas, geese, all in their body, ticks and other things. So what they do is mongoose goes and they will remove all that and they will eat it off. Right? So they don't matter. It does. It's an indication that it does not matter whether they're downtrodden, dirty, or something. These people will go and help them out, and at the same time, they are happy doing that. Okay, they were very aggressive, killing a snake. They're happy removing the ticks from a pig's body. So that's the character you have to see, and they're comfortable in that, and they're happy doing both the things. They're very comfortable. Okay, so that's how you have to see the mongoose given to this particular nakshatra. So that's it. I hope I gave you a lot of info on Uttarashada Nakshatra. Keep watching. We will give you more details on the upcoming video on Shravana Nakshatra, which is there. And I might put in one or two for Ragu and things like that in this thing. And let's see. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.